a pretty good even mix of skincare and cosmetics that was testing out. Purchased some items were given to me by Clarins, and I've been using them since June. So I wanted to share my results and let you know what's been going on. Now, I don't have any hand cream on, so that's actually the first product I want to start with. This is from Clarins. They had sent me actually about 3 items, so we'll be talking about that. Hand and nail treatment cream. It says it softens hands, targets age spots, and then it strengthens your nails. That's pretty much the amount that I use too. And this is what happened with this nail cream. You know, we're washing our hands like crazy now with the pandemic and so forth going on. Well, I noticed that when I would put this hand cream on in the morning, you know, wash my hands using the hand sanitizer, and then I started to give some to my son too, because his hands actually was looking really bad. So I noticed that what happened was it'd be, let's say, lunchtime or whatnot, and then I was like looking down, I'm like, oh, I wasn't reaching for hand cream like I was with the Nevia, which is what I was using before. Then it'd be like after workout time, ready to take a shower. And then I'm looking down, I'm like, wait, how many times have I used this hand cream? See, that's what happens. You know you have a good product when you're like, okay, what's going on? My son coming in one day, he was like, where's the cream? Because he wanted to put more on. You know, just stuff that's considered out of the ordinary. That is when I take notice. So I said, I think that this hand cream is really prolonging myself needing to pick it up and put more on. It has a very slight scent to it, like I would say like skincare. That's what it feels like. But when you put this on, I wish I can say, well, when you go to the store like Sephora or you go to Ulta, put some on, can't try nothing anymore. So I'm going to be as descriptive as possible. Just that amount that you saw. When I go like this with my hands, I can feel that there's still something right here. That was another thing. It kind of goes away, and then I'm not feeling anything after that. I really work it in this area here, which is where the dryness is really showing. I mean, I've seen other videos when I'm looking at my hands, I'm like, in editing, your hands are so dry. So I just have noticed that, but I'm telling you also the big difference. When my son comes in, it's like, where's the cream? And then I go in the mornings, I'm like, where's my hand cream? Like he'll come in and then he'll take it and forget to give it back to me. So what I'm going to do is, with my Ulta points, I'm just going to go get another one of these. So that way he has one. Now he stepped up. He stepped up. 18-year-old Clarins user now. And then I'm going to keep this one that they gave me for myself. The next item that Clarins had gave to me is their toner lotion. Now this is the toning lotion with chamomile, alcohol-free, normal or dry skin. Toner is marketed as plant extracts with softening, soothing properties, refresh and tones the skin. Again, alcohol-free. I've been reserving this for evening use because I have my toner that I use in the morning. So my evening toners, all of that is stuff to soothe me, calm down the skin, relate to my senses, you know, just really unwind. That's why I like this. So I alternate between this and then my fresh rose toner at night. This is just something I feel that is doing what it says. It's soothing the skin, but also with the scent of the chamomile, it's also relating to my senses. So it feels good on the skin. My skin feels soft, so I do put this on, and I can wait a little bit before I start putting on other products. I can kind of go do other things, which is something that I like to do when I'm testing out a product that's stating I'm going to hydrate, I'm going to soothe, I'm going to give a lot of moisture to your skin. I want to just have that product on my skin for a bit so I can see, is it feeling tight? Is it just like, oh, I need moisture, I need water? That's going to tell me if I can kind of go about my business, and that, you know, product itself is doing what it is claiming to. So I really like this. I do. This is going to be a tough decision because this brand is also sold at my local CVS. So when it comes to kind of, you know, the extra bucks, I'm thinking, am I going to get Fresh's toner or am I going to get this again? So it's like the battle of the toners now, but I really am liking this. So this is something I definitely see myself purchasing again and keeping it as part of my my evening skincare routine. Then the last item that was like given to me is from Fresh. This is a mask, and I said when I was talking, I said, okay, this is the reason why I want to try this mask. It's the Umbrian clay. I should have looked it up. I apologize if I'm butchering this. Clay purifying mask. Deep cleanses and purifies. Now, the reason why I wanted to try this particular mask when I started to read up on it is it's a mask that is reminding me of one of my top 3 masks that is now discontinued. And I can't get it anymore unless hopefully it comes to Marshall's or TJ Maxx. And it's the Ulla Hendrickson one that was that clay mask that will purify the skin, you know, go into the pores, clean it out, but hydrate. That mask, I don't know why he discontinued it, but it was perfect. So the first thing I thought of when I was reading up on this is, this sounds very familiar to his mask. So of course I said, okay, I'm going to try it. And I do a mask every single day, every night, but I just change what type of mask that I do. I put this on the first time and the texture of it felt the same as the Ulla mask. Am I saying it right? Ulla Hendrickson? It felt exactly the same. The only thing was, instead of being white in color like Ulla's mask, it was, you know, this gray color. Left it on. It says 3 minutes. I never leave it on for whatever the recommended is. And that's another thing too. You go by with your skin. You know your skin best. I left it on for probably about a good 25-30 minutes is what I usually do. Same thing. Washed off. Wasn't tight. My skin felt soft. I said, I think I might have its replacement now. So I have the Fresh one. Everything else I have purchased. So we're going to stay on skincare before we move to cosmetics. Now this is from Vichy. It's their Mineral 89 Fortifying and Hydrating Daily Skin Booster. Now I had a deluxe size sample that CVS had given me in an actual tube format. So I got probably about a good week out of it. And I had used, oh, my watch is going off. I used that before and I finished it and I really enjoyed how my skin felt very hydrated and plump. So I said, you know, I just finished this one from Vichy. Why don't you just go get the full size with my extra bucks and a 40% off coupon. I purchased it and 2 pumps, morning and night. This is where I want to put my little scientific, my hat on, because I was like, okay, I want to know. Is this water what it is saying it is? It's the minerals, depth of the French volcanoes. I would love to go into a volcano. I love me a volcano. Mineral-rich thermal water powered by 15 essential nutrients. So this is where I just have to believe that that is, well, I don't have to believe. I'm going to put my trust in the fact that that is what it's stating it is. It doesn't feel sticky. It just feels like it just goes right in, that drink of water. So I'm very impressed with that. So I'm going to stick with this. I'm a believer now. I'm going to stick with this, keep it into my routine for the remainder part of this year, and just really see how I like it. Last 2 skincare products are sunscreens. So I have been testing out some sunscreens to give some additional recommendations, well, not only for myself, but to give you some other recommendations from different price points, but also different places that you can go into, because some feedback given to me is, I know you like Korean skincare, Stephanie, but I just want to go into like a drugstore. I just want to go into here. I don't want to have to order online and just grab something. And so that got me thinking, well, what is, you know, I got to have those same standards as how I feel about the high protection and so forth with my Korean skincares. What is like that at the drugstore? So thank you for that feedback, because it got me to start investigating. So the first item I want to talk about is from CeraVe. This is their ultralight moisturizing lotion with sunscreen. If you're somebody that you don't care, you don't care if it's physical versus chemical sunscreen, you don't care. You want something at a great price. 0 white cast, no white cast, period. Hydrating, easy to blend in. We're talking easy to blend in, and then you can just put your makeup on, because that's exactly what I do. Put your makeup on. This is where to go. If you're someone that wants, it's got to be mineral, it's got to be zinc, but you're like me, no white cast. No strong, chemical smell, sunscreen smell, any of that. this is the one I recommend. Now, I am going to CVS today to pick up what it's being compared to, and I'm going to do like the battle of the test, so stay tuned for this. But this is a CVS Health SPF 50 Zinc Face Sheer Lotion. That's what the bottle looks like. UVA, UVB protection, won't irritate the eyes, oil-free, so forth. This has 21.6% zinc. It's pure zinc. You would think this would be as pale and thick and hard to rub in and everything in between, but it's not. So this is the alternative that I would recommend. Now, I do believe in the CVS Health sunscreen brand because I have a friend that uses just the one that's in the white tub in a much higher protection, and she's a professional volleyball player. So that was the one she used, and she got me trying that one out because I'm like, well, if it's good enough for her, she's out in the sun really doing that, then I can use that. And then I would get the tub, we would go to the beach and the pool, and that's what I would use on my face only, and I'd put that on my son, and we would have no white cast, no burning, no nothing. That is everything for skincare. Now we're going to move on to cosmetics. So first I want to start off with something I picked out for during Juneteenth. I did some shopping. Juvia'S Place website was having a sale, and then Beauty Bakery was having a sale. Now, I haven't dived into my Beauty Bakery items yet, but I wanted to share the Juvia'S Place items that I picked out because not only were they at an excellent price, this is something that I wanted to review and, check out. So the first thing will be the cosmetic bag. Now, I picked out this cosmetic bag because I already use this one here, the one that came with the Fumi collab. I love these bags that Juvia'S has on their website. I don't think you can get this one anymore, but I like the style of it. I just throw, I say junk in, and they always have, the beautiful women on the front. That's Fumi, but they always just have that and their little brand on there. So I store the products in here that I'm almost hitting pan on, products I'm almost using up, and it stays right here on my desk. So I use it every single day. So I really like this. And so when I saw this bag here on the website, I said, this looks huge and squishy, and I can probably put a ton of cosmetic in it. Again, thinking about travel, I'm going to be going on a trip. Rona, you need to leave me alone so I can go. I thought I would use this for cosmetics, and I would use this for skincare. It's huge. You could fit, I've put palettes in here, a couple palettes, and there is still enough room. So I just wanted to share that with you, that the bags were good if that's something you were thinking about. Just again, wait for another sale. I'm sure another sale will come, and you can go ahead and pick that up. Along with the bag, the Juvia'S items that I picked up to try were the foundation sticks, and then I have the liquid concealer. I mix 9 and 10, and I get the perfect shade for if I wanted to use this as a concealer, if I wanted to use it as a foundation on my skin in a pinch. 9 and 10 mixed together. It's that perfect undertone harmony that I need. It has a really big, tube style. It has the big shape tape doe foot, these big old concealer. Doesn't have an alarming scent. Nothing going on right there. When I very first was playing with these concealers, I noticed that it has an interesting texture. That's like the first term I can think of. It has a texture where to me, I feel that it's like glue, like Elmer's glue, the school glue. Now, I use my fingers first too when I'm playing around with the makeup first on my skin to review. That's the way you're going to know. You got to use your fingers so that you can touch it and get the feeling of the texture and how it's going into the skin and how it's going to spread. I use my eye cream with it too to kind of help break up that glue consistency that it has. I'm trying to make it into this texture that is really going to melt into my skin but still cover at the same time. So that is my preference, working from an actual plate, a dish plate, makeup plate, and really work it into the skin. Then I can take my sponge, I can take a brush and really buff it into my skin, and then it is providing that pigment coverage that I like to see. Now that I have worked it into my cocktail, it's something that I can work with, and then I can spread it down onto my face and only work at those areas that I feel extra coverage that I need it, which is always this region down here. On its own, it's not a texture that I'm gonna like. Again, it will stay that gluey, slight oil texture. I also have a Laura Mercier's, I have a sample of her eye cream, which is an illuminating eye cream. So it has this pearl iridescent shimmer to it. Well, I say shimmer, but there's no shimmer particles in it. Mixed in with that, oh my gosh, it was bright on a natural bright level. So that made it, you know, just over the top. I love how it looks today. Moving on to the foundation sticks. This is the shade. They got this undertone right. That matches my skin to a T. Love it. And this is the shade that I use to contour with. It just has it's more, I would say more neutral toned, but it's a tad warm, just a little bit warm. I really do like it. I feel you get a lot of product that's swiveled all the way up. And to be honest, you know, I wasn't watching a lot of reviews on the sticks, so I didn't know if it was hard to blend, if it was a creamy. I just wanted to try it out for myself. And I was pleasantly surprised. The texture of these cream sticks are so incredibly soft. I can use a sponge, I can dab in and then go right into my skin. I can use my finger to warm it up. I can use a brush to just, you know, dab on top of it and put it on, and it just glides on the skin. You can directly apply it and start to blend it out, and it just works so good. I've used this with the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip. I've used it with the Jelly Primer. You know, just prep your skin well, and it just glides on. I'm really impressed with how smooth these sticks are, and I'm very pleased with it. The last item is from Clarins again. Now this is cosmetics, so they did send this to me. Let me get the box. I have a waterproof eye pencil, contour eyeliner, long lasting, and then I have their, it says Ombre Satin, and it is a cream eyeshadow. I'm of course always on the hunt for something that is going to be exactly like Urban Decay's 24/7 Glide On Pencil. To me, that is still number one. It goes into my waterline, well, for my needs. It goes into my waterline, which I wear contacts in my eyes, and there's a lot of moisture up in there. It has to stay put. It has to be rich black. It can't transfer up into the top of the eyelid and get on my contacts and smear my vision. It has to have a lot of, it just has to glide on. No tugging, no little balls, you know, of the color over time. We're talking when I put on the 24/7 Urban Decay in the morning, better look the same at the end of the day when I take it off. And that is what Urban Decay's is like. So it's very tough for another pencil to come in and say the same thing. So it'd be nice to find another pencil too, because it's like Urban Decay can't have that monopoly. We can't have no monopoly. We gotta have other ones too at various price points. The cream eyeshadow they sent. Again, this is in a, they have various colors, but I do like something that's different than black, different than, you know, the typical bronze shade here. This is a very beautiful color. I used my finger, which is like what I feel is the best application to really kind of pack and smooth it on. It gives you enough time to smooth it out on your lid, so I like that. It's not like you just put it on and it's like crumbling. You know, some cream shadows are like that. They start to dry out really fast on your lid alone. This doesn't do it. It gives you that time to set it. And you can actually just leave it like that. The first day that I did it, I just put it on my actual lid, and then I took a natural hair brush and I started to smooth it into my crease, and it started to move. And then I took my matte color and just blended it out, and that was it. I do like that, but not the eyeliner. That's it. Those are the items that I was testing out, using in June. I'm still using them. Some, of course, are winners than others, but overall, I'm pretty much pleased with everything I got, with the exception of this eyeliner pen. Thank you everyone for stopping by and watching. As always, it's appreciated just coming over and spending some time with me. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there. Please look out for one another. And as always, I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye.